Hey, it's me without all my makeup on. And guess what's missing? Anyway, I was just looking at the news a little while ago now. Fallon's on now, but I'm going to have to ignore him for now. But I just want to say that, I think the president was right. It was both sides. You had these people that were marching because they want to keep racism alive or make sure the statues didn't come down next week, so they were marching, because they want to keep it up, keep them statues up, and then that's what they want. That's just the way things are. People were like that, and there's some remnants still there that, anyway, you know could be somebody's great grandfather, even great great grandfather. Anyway, I get it, but yeah, both sides. There was something going on both sides because you had these people marching, white folks, and then you had these people that came dressed like policemen from another area, another country, even another state. But they were. Did you notice that? These were the guys that were provoking. Who were they? And nobody recognized them. Did you get that on the news? Nobody recognized them. Ooh, no one's saying any names about who they were. But yeah, all we got is that they tripping on is the white boy that ran down the white lady, Miss Hire. There was that. This was not a racist act. This was a setup. Trump was right. You got the folks that's marching to keep the statues up, which was, it's just frustrating for Negroes. Why you want that memory around? And then we got these folks, these white folks that showed up in the police garb. You think imposters showed up this was white on white crime, you guys. And they building this thing up like something that's just all of Trump's fault. Oh, Trump, you gotta blame the white supremacists. You gotta call them out by name. Well, what about the media? What about the government? What about the three strikes you're out that Clinton and his woman came up with for if a black person, it was basically designed for blacks, but if a black person committed three crimes, that's life imprisonment. Like you could get caught smoking a couple of times, smoking some weed. Now they making big money off of it. The government, everybody wants to invest in it. Now you can smoke it anyway. They need to let them folks in jail that were smoking weed and got busted. They need to let them out. Yeah. That's wrong. But anyway, the three strikes, no one had nothing to say to Clinton about, well, we're going to have to impeach you because you have devised a way to get all the Negroes locked up or more of them locked up. Smoke a joint a couple of times, or get caught stealing a loaf of bread or whatnot, and jaywalking. You got three strikes there. Three strikes. Life in prison. You know who they were targeting. And they still doing that. You can have a tail light out. Yes, you just might get murdered. You know what I'm saying? A tail light. Didn't turn a signal like Sandra. You didn't have a signal, the turn signal on? You see how they built that up and then accused her of assaulting him? Oh, that was a setup. Yeah, that march was a setup. Them folks that came there to provoke them folks, that was a setup. It's like a bunch of Negroes showing up for Ku Klux Klan parade. You know what? Nah. Both sides. There was some shit going on. He know what's going on. And he gave in, and then, it was like okay, we're going to name these groups. Yeah, that was so he could do that, and then they could talk about Duke, and they could talk about this, that, and people that support him. Well, a lot of folks support him. He's the president. I support. I voted for him. I'm a Democrat. I was a Democrat. Anyway, they're not talking about what Trump is doing, what he's done for the veterans. He's not talking about. They're not talking about what he does for women. They're not talking about what he's done to get all these jobs back over here in the United States. Even he was guilty of sending stuff to be made over to China. So many people. I got some eyelash glue that's from Korea. And we've been doing good trade with Korea. I got some stuff made in Korea. So they got jobs that Negroes could have over here. Instead of being locked up in prison. Because they got to steal because they ain't got no job. Trump sees that. I wish they would play more of his speeches because they take these little clips. They take these little clips and then make twist it and, oh, this is all he said. Or this is what he said about this. Instead of, putting the prefix first or, it's really it's really irritating. But they're not talking about that. They just want to keep on. I'm going to stand up for my president. I think it was right. Yeah, there's both sides. Both sides, there's some shit going on. And it's all the media is doing now. We want to talk about who's being racist? Yeah, the media. The media just keeps turning our minds and making us believe what they want us to believe. They want Trump out of there. Because Trump is doing a lot of stuff. They want to hide that stuff. They're not talking about the stuff he's doing. And, oh boy, I look my age right now. I look like I'm 62, don't I? Don't I sound like I'm 62? But anyway, I'm going to stand up for my president. And I just want to say thank you. And give a shout out to Taylor Swift for coming on out and bringing to light this shit that happens. They want to, they talk about Trump, things he said. That ain't nobody even talking about him groping anybody. But Taylor got groped, I guess it was a couple of years ago or so. And she spoke out. She finally just spoke out. She could have been silent about that. And she could have made a lot of money off of that too. But she didn't. She spoke out. And I really appreciate what she did. And I just want to give a shout out and say I love Taylor Swift. She's a good girl. And she's brave. I really like her. So anyway, I'm going to stand by my president. I don't care what anybody says. I see what's going on. And I know I might be an oddball, especially here in California, because most of, there's this Klan country out here in California. Them guys been to our church for maybe 6 times, maybe less, 4. But they made frequent visits to my church, and so yeah, we love. I love her, but she's not the girl. We would have had. I don't think this racism and all this shit would have come to light like it is today if Trump had not been president. I think a lot of good is coming out, and it's a lot of shit's backfiring on the media, and in the schools we got employment. We've got there's a lot of folks that has jobs here, even here in America, that Negroes could have. And there's a lot of the jobs that are going out of our country for cheap labor, cheaper, China, Korea. And I'm going to look to the closet. But I probably got a few more things. India. We got a lot of stuff from India. But we need to be making things here, and black folks can sew. Black folks can sew. Give them a sewing machine. Shoot, they can be taught that. And Yeah, I really appreciate what the president's doing, and I'm happy, and I'm pleased, and I'm going to stand by him. Yeah, that's my president. Yeah, I want to thank him for what he's doing for the veterans, because I have some friends, and they've had to wait a long time to go to the hospital, or and yeah, he's getting that shit straightened out, and I don't know what else to say, but I'm just going to stand by my president. Yeah. So thanks for hearing me, and make it a great day, and stand tall and be happy, whatever you believe. You know what I'm saying? Just do it.